So first question that you must be having is it true? I would say yes, it is true. I did pass my first year MBBS and I used 0 books. I would say partially true because I did use one physical book, and that because the PDF of that book wasn't available. So in this video, I will be talking about how is it good to use such a system of completely 0 books, some of the disadvantages and shortcomings of this thing that you might face in the path, and I will be answering some of the questions like is it really cost efficient, and is it going to harm your eyes or not, and finally I will be talking about how you can also use this if you want to. So do stick to the video till the end. Hey there, I'm Sakshi. I'm a second year MBBS student at RGKMCH and welcome back to my channel. So when I was preparing for NEET, I used to have a lot of books and notes, and they used to consume a lot of my space. Plus, when I had to look for something, I would have to look for that in that whole pile of notebooks and books, and that was a lot of resistance, and most of the time I ended up procrastinating and not looking for it. So I was aware of this thing that I was going through, and I wanted to find a way by which I can overcome this. So I used to think, is there any way by which I can reduce the space that my notes and my books consume? Is there any way by which I can easily access any part of my notes if I want to? Or is there any way by which I can use all those free PDFs available on the internet and not buy new books every year? And I used to watch a lot of videos as well. So finally, when I got into college, I decided to replace all of my books and notes with a single device, which is my iPad. Okay, so obviously there are a lot of advantages, many of them which I really wanted for a long time, but there are some disadvantages as well. So first, let's talk about some of the disadvantages and shortcomings. Number 1, it takes time to adjust this new digital thing and get comfortable with writing on glass specifically. So for that you can use paper like screen protectors or some cheaper matte protectors which will in way simulate the feeling of writing on paper, and there are some applications as well which help to optimize your writing, so you can use those applications as well for taking up notes. So keep practicing in order to get comfortable with writing on screen or writing on glass, and find methods or ways by which you can make this complete process of writing on iPad or any tablet a bit easier and fun for you to do. Next is we don't feel like reading on tablets or laptops or stuff like that. From the start of our reading journey, from the start of our learning journey, we started reading on books, and उसी चीज़ की हमें आदत होती है, तो एक completely new system को यूज़ करने में प्रॉब्लम ऑब्वियसली आती है और पढ़ने का मन नहीं करता है. इवन मेरे केस में भी मेरे को स्टार्टिंग में जब मैं iPad पे पढ़ती थी तो मेरे को प्रॉब्लम होती थी, मुझे वो बुक से पढ़ने वाली फील नहीं आती थी. इवन मुझे ऐसा भी लगता था कि आई एम नॉट रिमेंबरिंग मच, आई एम नॉट understanding the stuff when I'm reading on my iPad. I would rather understand stuff better if I use my traditional books and stuff. So ये completely pointless था, but I used to feel that, and maybe if you're starting with it, you might feel something like that or something even weirder than that. So the thing is, it will take time for you to get accustomed to read on a digital media, a tablet or a laptop, but if your reasons are strong enough for you to shift to a digital world, you will end up continuing it. And next is, which is a very important one, is some books are not available as PDFs. So for that you will have to buy physical books. You have no other option for that. And next is, you don't get the PDFs of new edition of the books. तो यूजुअली तो बहुत मेजर चेंजेस नहीं होते हैं बुक्स में पर एडिशन, थोड़े बहुत चेंजेस होते हैं हर एडिशन में, बट अगर कभी कोई मेजर चेंज आ जाता है तब थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम आ जाती है. फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मैं अपने केस में बात करूँ तो मैं सारे अपने बुक्स यूज़ कर रही हूँ PDFs डाउनलोड करके, बट जैसे मेरी माइक्रोबायोलॉजी की बुक है तो उसमें जो प्रीवियस एडिशन की जो बुक है और जो न्यू एडिशन वाली बुक है उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा डिफरेंस आया है, एंड दैट इज़ बिकॉज हमारा करिकुलम कम्प्लीटली चेंज हो गया था. तो सारे बुक्स में नहीं, हाँ कुछ बुक्स में थोड़े मेजर चेंजेस आए हैं, तो उस केस में यू डोंट गेट द न्यू एडिशन ऑफ बुक्स एज PDFs ऑन इंटरनेट. सो उसके लिए आपको फिजिकल बुक परचेज करने की ज़रूरत पड़ सकती है. एंड फाइनली इट इज़ द कंसर्न ऑफ मैनी एंड इवन माइन दैट वेदर यूजिंग अ डिजिटल मीडिया फॉर अ लॉन्ग टाइम will affect my eyesight or will affect my vision and will put more strain on my eyes or not. While I was researching on this topic for this video, and I came across one of this article which I will be reading, which compares the amount of strain that your eyes suffer when you're using a printed media like books and newspaper etc. to that when you use a digital device like an iPad, mobile or laptop. Let me read it for you. It says, in today's increasingly digital world, interaction with printed media has become less common every day. Between smartphones, high-definition televisions, computer monitors, more and more people are spending their time looking at screens rather than printed pages. That's true. What impact is this having on our eyesight? That is exactly the question we want to get the answer of. It's becoming common knowledge that these screens cause our eyes to work in different ways than print does. There has also been research showing that newer LCD screens with their faster refresh time and higher resolution cause many fewer problems with eyesight than older screens. Now coming to the traditional reading. So for that it says that reading a printed page has its own set of issues. Reading is much more involved than simply looking at an object. Experts have said that when reading, the muscles in your eyes move around 10,000 times an hour. Even when picking a book from your shelf, eye strain is still a risk. Light sources are another concern. Digital media can come with backlight, allowing for higher contrast even in the darkest of environments. Regular printed books don't have that option, so consideration must be given to the places you plan to read. So, as I've said, there are a lot of factors which contribute towards this thing, whether your eyes are getting strained or not, or whether they are going to impact your vision or not. So lesser it matters whether you're using a digital media or a printed media for reading and stuff. So reading the final verdict that this paper gives. So if the eye strain is a risk with digital media as well as printed media, which is the right choice, right? It comes down to what works best for you. You need to take into account the lighting conditions where you're reading and your particular level of vision. No matter what way you decide to read, avid readers should try and take a break every 10 minutes to prevent any problem from arising. And something related to this I came across in another paper, link in the description, which talks about this 20-20-20 rule, which says that you need to look 20 feet apart for 20 seconds every 20 minutes when you work for longer hours on screen or reading. So this will reduce the amount of strain you're putting onto your eyes. Next, also Dr. Sanjay Dhawan has talked about this topic in one of his videos, so you can find the link in the description. He also talks about how different medias cause eye strain and how you can prevent that. When I was researching for this video, I came across many interesting stuff on this topic, so I decided to make a dedicated video on this topic, seeing how people are moving to digital media nowadays. Whether you do it now or later, in future you will find work that would require long hours of work on digital media. So eye strains are something which we should consider, and that is something I will be talking about in that video, and surely it will be very helpful for people. And obviously those are not my words, but the words of researchers and scientists and doctors who have very kindly posted their knowledge on internet in form of research papers and articles and videos for we people to get knowledge from, and that is something I will be sharing with you all, and I hope that would be helpful. And if you want to watch that video, stay tuned with the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it so that you will get notified whenever I post that video. So obviously it has very good advantages as well, and that is the reason why I have been using this for a long time and it has been helpful for me. So let's talk about some of the advantages of using it. Number one, it saves money. So it is kind of a one time investment. तो आप एक बार इन्वेस्ट करते हो अपने कोई भी डिजिटल डिवाइस पे, बी इट और टैबलेट और आईपैड और लैपटॉप, एंड उसके बाद आपको हर ईयर अपनी नई नई बुक खरीदनी नहीं पड़ती है, नोटबुक्स नहीं खरीदनी पड़ती है, देन पेन, पेपर, हाइलाइटर्स एक्सेट्रा की कोई भी किसी भी तरह की एक्सेसरीज आपको खरीदने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. देन आप कोई भी प्रोफेशन में हो, बी इट मेडिसिन और इंजीनियरिंग और एनी अदर प्रोफेशन दैट यू आर इनटू, आपको पता ही होगा कि हर साल आप जितनी भी बुक्स खरीदते हो उसका काफ़ी ज़्यादा कॉस्ट होता है. तो हर नई बुक जो आप खरीदते हो उसका मिनिमम 800 या उससे ज़्यादा ही कॉस्ट होता है मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम, और वो सारी चीज़ों का कॉस्ट कम्प्लीटली रिड्यूस हो जाता है टू ज़ीरो अगर आप एक डिजिटल डिवाइस यूज़ करते हो. देन आपका काफ़ी सारा स्पेस बच जाता है, एंड दिस ब्रिंग्स अस टू द सेकंड एडवांटेज, विच इज इट सेव्स अ लॉट ऑफ स्पेस. So when I'm using a digital device which is my iPad, so I have this iPad only. So मेरे को बुक रखने के लिए अलग से जगह बनाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. तो हर ईयर बहुत सारे बुक्स आप परचेज करते हो और उन बुक्स को रखने के लिए आपको एक स्पेस चाहिए. और वो बुक्स मतलब पूरे 5 साल के बुक्स को हम लोग देखें तो बहुत ज़्यादा स्पेस वो कंज्यूम करते हैं. प्लस जो नोट्स आपने बनाए वो सारे नोट्स आपका काफ़ी सारा स्पेस कंज्यूम कर लेते हैं. जैसा कि मैंने अपने दोस्तों को भी देखा है कि उनको जितने भी उनके बुक्स वगैरह हैं उनको रखने के लिए एक स्पेसिफिक स्पेस क्रिएट करना होता है. और हॉस्टल में ऐसे ही हमारे पास काफ़ी कम जगह होती है और उसी कम जगह में हमें काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें एडजस्ट करनी होती है. तो बुक्स ही हमारा आधे से ज़्यादा स्पेस खा लेते हैं. और मेरे केस में जो ये बुक्स वाला स्पेस है वो कम्प्लीटली ज़ीरो हो जाता है. तो मेरे को काफ़ी ज़्यादा एक्स्ट्रा स्पेस बच जाता है मेरे लिए, जहाँ पे मैं और भी कोई चीज़ जो मेरे लिए ज़रूरी है वो चीज़ मैं रख सकती हूँ या फिर वो स्पेस खाली रहता है तो ऑब्वियसली अच्छा लगता है देखने में. नेक्स्ट इज इट रिड्यूसेस कैरिंग लोड. So now instead of carrying heavy books and notebooks, I just need to carry a single device which is very light to carry, and I never forget to carry this. And this brings us to the next point, which is better student compliance. So I never forget to bring any notebook or book to the class when I go to college, or I never forget to bring any book or notebook to my home when I come back from hostel. मेरे साथ ऐसा बहुत बार हो चुका है कि जिस सब्जेक्ट की क्लास है उस सब्जेक्ट की नोटबुक में छोड़ के चली गई, या फिर जिस सब्जेक्ट की क्लास है किसी और सब्जेक्ट की नोटबुक मैंने डाल रखी है, या फिर मैंने बैग से नोटबुक्स ही नहीं निकाली तो मेरा बैग बहुत ज़्यादा भारी हो गया. तो वो सारी चीज़ें अब नहीं होती है बिकॉज सिर्फ एक डिवाइस मेरे को कैरी करना याद रखना होता है. And apart from this, it has a lot of other advantages as well. Like you don't have to buy other accessories like highlighters and stuff. You can take pictures from your books or the slides which are shown in your college while you're studying or taking notes. It's easier to copy and paste stuff from your book into your notes when you're using a digital device. Plus you can search any part of the book or any part of your notes as well whenever you want to. And because of this feature now I'm less likely to procrastinate. तो जैसे मैं करती थी कि कोई अगर चीज़ मुझे याद आई और मेरे को किसी और नोटबुक में या किसी और टेक्स्ट में मेरे को वो चीज़ देखना होता था, तो जस्ट बिकॉज मुझे उतने सारे बुक्स में से ढूंढना पड़ता उसके लिए मैं प्रोक्रेस्टिनेट कर देती थी कि कोई बात नहीं बाद में देख लेंगे, और फिर बाद में मैं वो कभी देखती भी नहीं थी. तो वो चीज़ अब नहीं होती है. इवन बहुत सारे ऐसे एप्लीकेशन होते हैं जो आपके हैंड राइटिंग को भी रिकॉग्नाइज करते हैं. तो इवन आपने हैंड पे नोट्स लिख रखे हैं अपने डिवाइस में, उसमें भी अगर आपने कोई वर्ड या सेंटेंस टाइप किया तो वो भी आपके लिए सर्च कर देंगे. आपको ज़रूरी नहीं कि हर बार टाइप ही करने पड़े अपने नोट्स को. तो ये तो कुछ एडवांटेजेस हैं. इनके अलावा भी काफ़ी सारे एडवांटेजेस हैं जिसके बारे में मैंने इस वीडियो में बता रखा है. तो इफ़ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड यू कैन चेक आउट दिस वीडियो अप हियर, बिकॉज अगर मैं सारी चीज़ें इस वीडियो में बताने लगूँ तो बहुत लंबी हो जाएगी ये वीडियो. एंड इस वीडियो का जो मेन एम है विच इज़ टॉकिंग अबाउट हाउ यू कैन ऑल्सो अप्लाई दिस थिंग इन टू योर लाइफ, वही चीज़ छूट जाएगी. सो फाइनली लेट्स टॉक अबाउट हाउ यू कैन ऑल्सो डू इट फॉर योर सेल्फ. So number one, first try to find out why you want to shift to a digital platform and try to understand it properly. What I mean is, बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि हम लोग किसी और को करते देखते तो हमें इंटरेस्टिंग लगता है, फिर हम स्टार्ट तो कर देते हैं बट फिर लेटर ऑन वी एंड अप कर्सिंग आवर सेल्फ फॉर स्टार्टिंग इट, एंड फिर हम लोग बीच में ही उस चीज़ को छोड़ देते हैं. टू इंश्योर दैट दिस डजंट हैपन टू यू, मेक श्योर यू गिव योर सेल्फ सॉलिड रीजंस व्हाई यू शिफ्टिंग टू डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म लाइक आई हैड, सो दैट वुड हेल्प यू टू गेट गोइंग विद द पाथ दैट यू चूजन एंड यू विल नॉट एंड अप ड्रॉपिंग इट. ओके, नेक्स्ट इज स्टार्ट रीडिंग 1 or 2 books digitally and get comfortable with that before you completely quit physical books. This is because when you're just starting you might face problems that I talked about earlier. So ऐसा ना हो कि आपने completely physical books को quit कर दिया and digital book पढ़ते वक्त आपको कोई problem आ रही है and इससे आपके ग्रेड्स इफेक्ट हो रहे हैं या फिर आपके ईयर के या फिर सेमेस्टर के बीच में आपको इस चीज़ को छोड़ना पड़े या फिर आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम हो. So don't give yourself a drastic change. Keep it slow and steady. Have a belief that it is good for you and you can do it, or find ways to convince yourself that you can do it and it is for your own good only. And this is in relation to the first point only. When you feel that अब नहीं हो रहा है यार, this is not something that is meant for me or I can not do this, remind yourself of the reasons that you gave yourself for doing it, and keep yourself going with it, because there is nothing in this world you cannot do it if you try to do it, right? So trust your decision and believe that you can do it, and you will end up doing it. Sometimes you might face difficulties, but you will end up doing it if you believe in this method. And finally, based on the recent statistics, the amount of digital world is rising, and it will continue to rise in the future as well. And having the knowledge about digital medias and how you can use this for your good is something that you will find beneficial in the future. And over time, the space is getting smaller, and everybody is trying to find ways by which they can reduce the space that is consumed by a particular thing. People are finding ways by which they can do things in an easier manner and reduce the resistance that is required to do that work in order to get more done. And I'm not saying that you should completely shift to the digital world and you should not use any of the analog or the traditional paper or books. Everything has their own pros and cons. There are many researches which shows that when you write something with your pen on paper, you end up remembering it better and for longer time. So you should be aware of both the things, and you should find your own balance of using both the stuff. And everybody is not same, everybody has their own reservations. So keep it slow and steady, but be aware of the newer things as well. That's it from my side. Do share your ideas in the comments, and what are your thoughts and ideas about this topic. Yeah, this is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you got your answer for which you clicked on this video, and I hope this was helpful for you. And if it was, don't forget to hit that like button, and do share this video with your friends so that they can also get help. And obviously you can subscribe to my channel if you want to receive more such content from my side. Thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.